As humans, sometimes we're hard to deal with simply because we don't see others as they are, but we usually see them as we are. My friend, that's where the problem is.
And throughout my life, I've learned that sometimes people won't tell you how they feel, but they will be showing it. So, pay attention.
Sometimes the biggest loss in our lives is not always about losing people who matter to us, but it's all about losing ourselves. So I've learned that sometimes chasing our dreams will do us more good than chasing people.
I have learned that if you want something to happen, you have to make it happen. So, stop daydreaming, and mind you, destiny won't fulfill your burning desires, but hard work will.
Some say that it's painful to wait for someone, but some still think that it's so painful to forget someone. But again, I've learned that the worst pain comes when you don't know whether to wait or forget.
Yes, life is so unfair at times. So just because you are good, doesn't mean that life will always treat you good.
I have learned that there is a big difference between keeping your relationship private and keeping it a secret.
I have learned that sometimes don't make promises if you have no intention of keeping them, because it may not mean anything to you, but it could mean a world to someone.
I've learned that the first step toward getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are now.
I've learned that if you find yourself in a toxic relationship over and over, maybe the problem is not with the person you got involved with. The problem is with you, your choice.
I've learned that sometimes life is funny because some people are nothing. Yes, you can make them something, and when they become something, they think that you are nothing.
I've learned that a lot of women are in long marriages because of money, and a lot of men are in long marriages because of beauty.
Sometimes, life is not about what you did in the past. It's about what you do now. So, I have learned that we are defined by the choices we make and not our failures.
I've learned that sometimes don't say maybe if all you are thinking about is no, because you may end up giving false hope to someone.
I've learned that not every path started as a path in this life. Someone has to work on it for it to become a path. So my friend, get that.
I've learned that being in the dark doesn't mean that you've been defeated, because hope sometimes begins in the dark, and the bigger the hope in your heart, the wider the light that makes you to be the better version of yourself.
I've learned that no matter how good you are a villain in someone else's story. So don't try to be good to everyone, but always be good to those who matter to you.
And my friend, appreciate the food that your mother cooks for you, because someone somewhere don't have the food, and still others don't have the person to call mom. So I have learned to cherish every moment I have in this life, because it's all these small moments that makes this life worthwhile.
Better be careful of what you do. You better be careful of what you say. You better be careful of steps you take. You better be careful of who you trust. The heart of man is unpredictable. Some people we call our friends are our enemies. The heart of man is deeper than the ocean. Some people we call our friends.